Welcome, 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 welcome again to the largest student university festival in the world, the 37 Days of Life Celebration Student University Webinar Season 4, Get Connected. And today we are on the 23rd day of the celebration. So it's wonderful to connect again after a weekend break. Even I am feeling refreshed. So are you able to see the screen? Yes, Mustafa, as always, your dot online. Thank you very much for that confirmation. Okay, without wasting a lot of time, let me start directly with basically the Education Abroad Counseling Center, the company that is presenting the Student University Webinars Season 4. It has also presented Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. So Education Abroad Counseling Center started Feb 2000. The vision is to educate the youth by providing them with study abroad career options worldwide. The mission is to help 10 lakh high school and graduate students achieve career growth using free application technology. It has till date counseled more than 13,500 students. The USP of Education Abroad Counseling Center is that it's one of those few study abroad counseling centers in the world that can provide counseling for all countries, for all levels, starting from 7th grade, which is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, bachelor's, diplomas, post-diplomas, postgraduate diplomas, masters, MBA, and doctorate. It covers almost all major programs, and it provides guaranteed admission, or it gives you a total counseling free refund, as it is based on a pre-application based, which is research based process. Now let's come to the direct to what we have left last time. Last time we were talking about statement of purpose. I mentioned that statement means essay, essay of purpose. Purpose means your future. So it's essay about you, essay about your purpose, essay about your future. It's a marketing document where you're going to market yourself to the admission committee, why you should be given admission. So that's what all discussed last time. We discussed what is SOP and why SOP. So let's go further and see what are the other things that we have to going to discuss today. Today we are going to discuss SOP phobia. When I basically talk to students, that it is normally the students write the SOP, we just edit the SOP. So when I talk to the students, they always say, sir, tomorrow, sir, tomorrow, sir, tomorrow, sir, tomorrow, and that tomorrow never comes. So procrastination is one of the phobia that people have, and they always delay it. Okay, so this is second is writophobia. Some of the students tell me that, sir, after the school I have stopped writing, so I don't know how to write now. So I'm very uncomfortable with writing. So I don't know now. I forgot everything about writing. How to start, how to basically proceed further. So you have this writophobia. Even writer's block. Basically, a writer's block is whereby you are not able to condition of being unable to think what to write or how to proceed your writing further. Okay, the writers have that. They can't, when you don't have any novel idea, when you don't think about anything, you have that writer's block. So people have the same when they write, when they are going to write SOP, and too much of a bother, too much to have in the hand, that they always find it difficult to write SOP. So these are some of the SOP phobia. What are the myths? The myths is that basically, to write a SOP, you are going to send it to the admission committee. So it has to be having a great writing skill. Okay. Now, please understand, statement of purpose, it's your personal essay. So when you are going to write your personal essay, they want to know more about you. It doesn't matter if you don't have a great writing skill. As long as you are able to express yourself and you are able to connect to the admission committee, that is what it matters. So great writing skills, not required. If you have it, good, very good. Perfect essay. There is nothing like a perfect essay. So you normally, what they do is basically students try to engage a third person, where they send the resume, and this third person prepares an essay for that student. Okay. Sometimes the admission committee is too smart to identify such essays, which will not work in your favor. So try to write your own essay. Try to write your own SOP. So there is nothing like a perfect essay. Formal tone. Okay, since it's a serious document, statement of purpose, I have to be in a formal tone. Okay, whereby I will write long and complex sentence. I will basically go into the depth of the subject. Okay. very professional, not necessary. It can be informal also. You can share your experience, you can share your emotions, which is fine. But see that your emotions that you share are relevant and not unnecessary. Humor. Sometimes basically people unnecessarily try to add humor so that the admission committee feels that you are a jolly good fellow. Not required. Okay, be what you are, which is important. They are trying to look at different personality types, and probably if you write what you are, they may find you genuine and they will accept you. Quotations. Some people feel that adding a quotation will add value to the SOP. It is not true. Some people unnecessarily try to add quotations, which basically doesn't give any meaning to the whole SOP at all. Sometimes basically you put a SOP quotations and the admission committee doesn't appreciate it because you have a word restriction. You have 550 words to write and you are wasting by writing a quotation. So use quotation only if it is relevant. Use quotation only if it is relevant. Otherwise, avoid quotation. Now, let's start with how to start statement of purpose. Now that we have understood the myths, the phobia, now let us start with the statement of purpose. Now, before I start, you have to basically do your preliminary research. You should know something about how you are going to start. So preliminary research is you doing your self SWOT. SWOT is strength, weakness, opportunities. Forget about the threats. What are your strengths? Okay, your strength could be the program that you have already completed. Something could be unique, or the certificate that you have completed, or you must be basically playing sports at a national level, or you have done a research work which is unique, or you must have published your thesis on the publication in the international publication. So your SWOT, your strength are those USPs that will stand you out from the other applications. Weaknesses. Students may have weaknesses also. For example, engineering students having more than 10 backlogs, or you having an educational gap, or low academics. Okay, it is not necessary that engineering students only have backlogs. Other students have backlog, but more common with engineering because I find it more common with engineering. So that's why I gave the engineering. But any discipline having more than 10 backlogs. So that could be a weakness where you can explain your things in your statement of purpose. Your opportunity. Opportunity would be the program that you want to do, the research that you want to do, the professor with whom you are going to work. So you are going to see that on the university website. So that could be a opportunity. Okay, and there is no threat as since SWOT is common, so it's strength, weakness, and opportunities. Resume. You should have your resume so that all your past achievements and everything are reflected in your resume. So you don't have to, if you feel something that you have missed in your SOP, you can think if you want to add it. Course requirement. You have to go to the university website and look at the course requirement. You have to look at the course requirement, that what course requires. Do you have that? And if you have it, mention it. Okay, or if you don't have it, then basically it could be a weaknesses. Try to see how you are going to cover that up. University website. If you have gone to the university website, you know basically about the university, it will help you. See, please understand, statement of purpose is like, if you want to buy a house, you are not going to buy a house just looking out from the roadside. Okay, seeing a flat from the roadside, from the roadside and saying that this flat looks good and I'll buy it. You will go inside and check. Similarly, statement of purpose, you are going to do that research so that the admission committee is going to find you genuine. So when he sees that you have looked at the course requirement, the university website, you have mentioned the professor's name or the research that the university does, the university finds that you are genuine, that you have sufficiently done your research. You can also go for professional websites. You can check that. You can take your counselor or professor's help. You can also read books, and on the internet, there are a lot of material available for statement of purpose. So you can take all this help. This would be a preliminary research before writing your statement of purpose. Also, goal setting is important. What you want to achieve and how you plan to achieve it. Because purpose is all about future. So what are your basically what you want to achieve? You should be knowing that. Structure outline. When you are writing your statement of purpose, it's like writing a story. If in a movie, if the story is not good, you will get up in the middle of the movie. Similarly, the admission committee will not read your SOP because they have thousands of applications, thousands of SOPs to read. So it will look boring. So how you are going to structure your SOP, how the outline of the SOP is very important, so that you catch the attention of the reader. And write your heart out when you're going to write. When I'm saying write your heart out, I don't mean that write all emotions, but write whatever you feel, comes to your mind. Write your heart out, and then you can reduce it. So write that. And in case there are some emotions that are important, you can add it. As I've said, it's not necessary that it has to be very formal. You can use both formal and informal both at the same time. So now today we are going to write, we are going to, normally students call me and tell me that, sir, how to write statement of purpose. Can you give us a framework how to write a statement of purpose? Okay. So I'm going to answer that question here. Okay. Today I'm going to take a graduate SOP. Tomorrow I'll be taking an undergraduate SOP. Undergraduate is after 12th. If anybody wants to go abroad, then that is called undergraduate SOP. Graduate SOP is people who have completed their bachelor's and want to go further for studies abroad. They are called graduate SOP. Okay. So first I have divided into 5 paragraphs. Okay. On an average, it should be around 550 words. So what would be the first paragraph about? This is just a guideline. Okay, or the framework. It is not necessary. It's your personal document, so you can be free to write the way you want. You can structure it accordingly. You can you can work accordingly. But to those who don't know how to write, how to go about, I've given something so that you can follow. First paragraph is who you are. So it's a short story. Don't write a long story about yourself, starting from the birth till now. Nobody's interested in you. Nobody's interested in your birth, in the primary school, in the secondary school. They are not interested. They are more interested about recent things. So introduce yourself. What inspires you? What motivates you? Connect it with the course of study that you want to do, want to pursue. So have a short story in the first paragraph. In the second paragraph, you talk about your academic details, the things that you are doing at present, your technical interest, that if you have done some project or something, mention that. Your research interest, if you have done some research, mention that. Now, why you are interested? Okay, why you are interested in doing what you are doing? Third paragraph is your future academic goals. Now, future academic goals is you are going to connect your second paragraph of what you have done to what you will be doing. Okay, so you'll be connecting your second paragraph of academic interest to future goals, to program that you'll be doing in abroad, in that particular university. So how you are going to connect it? Try to find a connection, whether it is the course content, the research or something. Okay, connect. You can basically look at the research. If you're interested in research work, check the research professors. Check if that research, mention the name of the research professor. So when the admission committee is going to read it, he is going to read the admission professor's name, and that will show that you are genuine enough, because you want to work on that particular research, or you want to work with that particular professor, research professor. So you connect with the future academic goals. In the fourth paragraph, write about the short-term and long-term goals. So you now basically take the third paragraph that you have written, the program that you are going to do abroad, with your future academic goals. How you want to basically, where you want to see yourself, how you want to do, what are your plans? Okay, what are your short-term, long-term goals? Whether you want to work in, let's say, basically in COVID vaccination, or basically you want to work with artificial intelligence, or in digital marketing, whatever you are interested in, how you are going to connect it. Okay, so now you are connecting what you are going to do abroad with your short-term and long-term goals. And the last thing is to conclude. So where you are going to write things in anticipation. That basically, I look forward to be part of your esteemed university, because the university is ranked in so and so. or the department basically, it offers so and so technology or so and so things. It has this unique 24/7 lab or this or that, or it has the professor, or where's the city. You can even, I look forward to me basically coming to Austin, um, because I love the climate and the people. I have whatever, go into the specifics a little bit. But again, your introduction and your conclusion should be short time, not a long story. Okay. So that's how you are going to write your statement of purpose, and see that your SOP is around 550 words, because there could be word limitations. So that's it from me.